Hello, hi there, lovely Sagittariuses. I do hope that you're well and welcome to my channel. My name is Bella, and most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic, and this is your love horoscope for August 2017. And how I do my readings is with the help of my spirit guides, and that's how I do all of my services. And if you'd like to know more about me and my services, please just look at the links below. So I do this in one take, guys, so whatever comes to me is what you get. My guides are saying here that this is a specific reading for those who are in an established connection, and not necessarily if you're single, I'm afraid. And sometimes that happens with my readings. I just get what my guides think is the most important thing that people should know. And those who are meant to see this are meant to see this. So, Sagittariuses, you had a lot of choices last month. And let's just say it wasn't easy. We had some dodgy energy last month that I know for some of you, you would have been extremely tempted, if not did, walk away from somebody. I get here distrusting, I get here disappointments, I get heartache, I get shock a little bit that something could be over, that you didn't want to be over. And you still in a place at the beginning of this month of wondering whether something can be repaired. So this can be, even if you've been with somebody for years, that there's a bit of distance. Things are just not the same. Like it was a very wounding month, I get, for some of you in established connections, and you're starting August not at all feeling optimistic, which is unlike you in particular, because Sagittariuses are normally the most optimistic sign. I think you're in a place of trying to be realistic and trying to cope with the shock or the upsetness from somebody else that you got last month that you're in a established connection with. Now, my guides have kind of split this in two ways. They've kind of split it in terms of how you will feel and be through the month versus how the other person will feel and be in the month, to see how that joins up together. The same for you. You are basically weighing up your choices. And for some of you, particularly where it's established, where you're living together, you're married or whatever, things like that, you're thinking about who leaves, me or them, or, you know, how can I, separate, you know, do I give them that back, their jumper, or like you're thinking about the practical elements. You're basically thinking about your choices and how you go forward. But it feels really hard though, because like I said, there is this element of resistance in you in terms of feeling like you have to, but you don't want to. But have to, you must, because at the moment you're feeling like you have little choice. You're feeling basically like the other person doesn't want you. And in a way you don't want them because of last month a little bit. You kind of firmly made your decision because you want to be free. No Sagittarius wants to feel like they are trapped in an unhappy situation. So you're trying to be pragmatic basically. And in the second week, you are still feeling the same way. But the way it's been shown to me is that you are moving forward and happily, because you didn't expect to almost have to move forward in this kind of way, but you are just looking over your shoulder. Because basically the way it's been shown is you're walking and you're determined, but there's a tiny bit of you that's hoping the person will stop you. So you're looking over your shoulder, almost a little bit like, please don't let me go. Please don't make me do this. Please stop me from doing this. Please show that you care. Do something, please. Now let's look at them before we get on to the other weeks. With them, in the first week, they seem to be there's two ways. So they are either going to be completely oblivious to your process and what's going on, and very much in their own headspace, very selfish, just not getting it at all, and they are wanting to start to offer you some generosity, but they're still oblivious that you're walking forward. It's a bit of a weird thing. It's like, overall, I just get here that the other person is not recognizing, even if you've had the discussion that you've separated or you don't want to be with them, they don't quite believe it. Because they're not really taking responsibility, my guides are saying, for, or even understanding what's going on, even though it's been verbally said, and they're just not at all. And they're trying to do some more, not even recognizing that you're stepping away. They get it in the second week. In the second week, they kind of are like, oh, this is real. I need to come down off my high place of just being all about me, and take a look at myself and my attitude and this potential and this possibility now of actually losing sort of something that I didn't sort of thought I was losing. Like there's a realization, and there's some regret, but there's this massive overall feeling of having to kind of basically take a step down from where they've been and come into reality, basically, is how it's pretty much been shown as well. So this is good, because what happens is, when in the third week, for you Sagittarius that were kind of looking over your shoulder going, please just stop me, they do stop you. All right, it will 100% be up to you about whether you are happy to go backwards, but they will want to stop you, and they do it pretty quick, because they have to do it pretty quick, because you are over that line, through the gate, you know, no return. That's what you believe, but there's that tiny hope, like I said, that they'd do something to stop you, just to start to stop you. And they do it really quickly. There's a sense of urgency that they get it. They want to create the happy family life. They want to create the abundance. They start to say and do. For you, I have to say immediately, I don't think a lot of you, as much as you love it to hear it, and you were hoping that it would do say something, you don't know whether to trust it. And I think that's completely normal. You don't know whether to trust it at all. And you will very hesitantly, for those of you who do decide, okay, I will take a step back, but it's only a little step back just to see what you will do, it's amazing what can happen in a week, because I feel here everything changes, but for the positive, and with such speed. Things can happen in a moment, but considering what I can perceive as the damage and the lengths it got to, like you had your foot right out the door, your bags packed and everything, you probably were even gone, how actually that can change, and you may find yourself right back living together, being happy. Like it's night and day, I have to say. It is night and day. It's like you got your person back. It's like everything that went on in the last few weeks was a bit of a dream. And in fact, the way it's been shown is that it's going to be better. Sometimes some things happen for a reason, to push things forward, and sometimes that can mean moving forward because it is not meant to be, and so there's happiness created from that. And sometimes it's because actually there needed to be a reality check, basically, with the whole situation, for the other person to truly understand what was important to them in their life, which happens to be you. Hence why this was being specific, because I think my guides wanted you to know everything before you made the decision, and to also to be honest with yourself about that mini bit of hope, because even though a lot of you absolutely should be walking away, it's quite hard to do if you still love the person, and it wasn't always bad. They can be good again, and I think they've learned that you put your boundaries down and that you will go. And so I just get here at the end of this month that you're basically through the rocky side of this, moving forward in a positive, calmer waters way, and that what was turned upside down and was shocking and surprising gets put right again. I think that's how you feel. You breathe just like that at the end, like, phew. Something just got stopped just before it was possibly too late. And I'm really happy for all of you when that happens. So I really hope that's been helpful for you guys for the month of August. I've been Bella. Again, if you like this, do like, subscribe and share. Comments, I love to hear from you all, and I'm very grateful to everybody who's been commenting and subscribing. I feel very blessed. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.